Hi, this is Mary. Welcome to my video. I'm so glad you tuned in today. Welcome back. Anyway, I wanted to tell you I got a great idea with this Eloise the Queen palette. I'm just loving this palette. Now, this is my second look from this palette. Today, I used the really pretty pink and the lavender. And I thought it came out so nice. So, if you want to see how I got this look with this palette and my foundation and my lipstick, just keep on watching, okay? Hey, this is Mary. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to show you how I started doing my makeup today. I have learned a couple kind of tricks for if you're a little older. So I want to show you. I started doing my brows first, but the first thing I put down is a little concealer. I've been using that on my eyelid instead of eyelid primer. I've been using my Shape Tape, and then I've been using my L'Oreal highlighter, concealer, True Match, and I've been using that on the inner corner of my eye because it gives a little bit of a highlight to it. And really, the reason is see the color difference. It's a little less, it's a little lighter in color. So I put that in the corner of my eye. And I tried something a little different in regard to my brow. I went into my Yensa bronzer and just put it up here along my brow, where I kind of would put my bronzing powder. Let's just see if this kind of like a cream bronzer works a little better for not showing fine lines and wrinkles, or maybe I might go over it with a little bit of brown, but it looks like it's coming out pretty good without showing fine lines and wrinkles as much. So as you know, I try to match what I'm wearing. So for today, I'm wearing a gray color, and so I have my silver and my earrings on to match. And I just love this Queen Eloise palette. I don't know why, but I've just been using it so much. I think it's so pretty. Let's go in the inner corner. I'm going to come a little closer and show you. We're going to just go in the inner corner, and we're going to use a brush that's kind of flat like that. We're going to go in the inner corner, and we're going to see if this picks up. If not, I might have to this pink picks up, I might have to spray my brush a little bit to give it some traction to pick up this color right here. I think it's such a pretty pink. Let's see if it'll deposit. Not too good. Now I'm going to actually change the brush too and get a brush that is a little more dedicated for that area of the eye a little bit, and a little bit smaller, so I can get in that inner corner and I can really deposit it where I want it to go. I think this one would be a little bit better. This little brush. Now, I have a setting spray that I use whenever I need to wet my brush, and here it is right here, and it is called the Iconic Setting Spray. I use it quite a bit. So I'm just going to go in, spray a little bit on my hand, and then just run my brush through the hand like that. That's easier, right? I think so. That way I'm just not spraying it into the air and having it go everywhere. So let's go into this pink color again with the brush a little bit wet and see if it'll pick it up a little bit better. Yes, it does. It picks it up much better. And it's able to deposit the pink color right on the inner corner. And I'm going to go up just a little higher with it. Really nice. And deposit a little more. As you can see, it glide on nice. And it gives a really nice ice pink effect. I really like that color on the inner corner. I haven't used that one before. See the icy pearly color on the inner corner? How nice it looks. And if you're an older person like myself, when you open up the inner corner with the say like a satin finish or like this type of a finish where it kind of shines and shows up, it really opens up the eye. See how it opens up the eye right there? Yes, and it makes you look more youthful, I think. And it helps you with it being open really nicely. Wow, I can't say enough for this pigment. It's really nice. Okay, so really like that color. All right, now to go with that, I'm going to go down and I want to put some of this color right here. It's a little bit of a teal, violet and turquoise. It's a combo color kind of thing, and it's called Powerful. Oh, okay, let's put that, oh wow, on the outer corner. Oh wow, is that pretty? Really pretty. I love this color. It's called Powerful, and I'm just gonna go up just a little bit. Wow, that is so pretty. So beautiful. What a great color. Just bring it in a little bit closer on the inner lid, just a little bit, because I don't want to lose this pretty pink here too. Wow. See how pretty that is? Just wet your brush a little bit with what you have for a setting powder, setting spray, and look how good it does. Look at that. Now let's go in again and get the left side done. Oh, I'm just loving this color. All right. Now this time I think I'm going to go in and put my eyeliner on before I put my lashes on. And this way, with the eyeliner on, it's going to open up the eye even more. Oh, what a pretty, pretty color. I love this combo. All right, I just love this combo together. I think it looks so nice. As I put a little bit more up here on above my crease, it really shows what the color is, and it highlights it more down on the lower lash, and it really shows up what color it is. I'll use the pink to blend out any harsh lines that I have in between, like that. And then we can also go in with our bronzer or our crease color a little darker if you like. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, just beautiful. Wow, what a combo, huh? Okay. Wow, that is a beautiful combo. Now, I'm going to put some in my lower lash too. That is so pretty. So, in order to get it on my lower lash, I'm going to use a very small brush again. And we're going to put some on the lower lash and see how that looks. This is not as wet as my other one was. So let's see how that looks on the lower lash. So pretty. Okay, so pretty. Now I'm going to have fallout, but we're not going to worry about that because I have not put on my foundation yet. So we can just move we'll just move the fallout off with a little wipey. If so, we'll wipe it off with. That is so nice.
Okay, they have to call my number 725-373-8577.
That is so pretty. That is just beautiful. Now I have fallout galore. You can see fallout everywhere. And that's probably because I moistened the brush and I got it a little bit, the eyeshadow, a little bit, how do you say, clumpy. And it did have some fallout, but it's kind of wiping away pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the inner corner with the pink. And what I want to do with that is I want to just go back and make the pink look just a little bit better right in here. There we go. Right like that. Okay. Just like that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, now, sometimes I have a little extra powder and I just go in with my little cotton and just dab it in case I have a little extra powder anywhere that could look like it's gonna be in the way. So that is really nice color, isn't it? I just love it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl my eyelashes because we're gonna go in and do a little eyeliner, and we're gonna go with this color scheme we have right here, which is just really pretty. All right. Ooh, it's really pretty. I haven't even put my foundation on yet. This eye look is really pretty. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my Wet n Wild because I absolutely have the nicest effect when I use this Wet n Wild blue liquid eyeshadow. And I'm gonna go up a little bit higher than I normally would because I'm gonna put lashes on. So I'm gonna go up a little higher than I normally would, so that when I put my lashes on, I still have my blue line here. That is really pretty. And I'm gonna go into the left side and put my eyeliner up just a little higher than I normally would because my lash is gonna go there. And just make, and here you can see I'm just gonna pull my skin taut like that. And I'm gonna do my wing. And then come back down here and finish up my line. Need a little more blue on my brush. Always start your brush at the widest part so that if you make any error you can kind of fix it. If you start it at a narrow part, you have a harder time fixing it. Like in the inner corner would be a harder time fixing it. All right. All right, now let's go in the lower lash and outline this also. Okay, just gonna outline this a little bit more on the lower lash, and you can see it's lined on the upper lash and the lower lash. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with my false eyelashes on next. And we'll be able to finish up this look. It's looking so pretty. I just love that lavender color in this palette. Okay. There we go. That's better. Sometimes the line gets a little diffuse and you just have to go in and outline it really where you really want it, and it'll be okay. All right, now I'm gonna jump off and put my lashes on, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish this whole look. Before I put my lashes on, I always add a little mascara, and this one is from mascara that I got in my BoxyCharm, I think. Works pretty well for the upper lashes. The wand is a little bit too big for the lower lash, but sometimes I can define it a little bit with the lower lash, and then of course go up here on the. Now the reason you put the mascara on is that when you put your lashes on, you have black on your lashes, so they mix with your false lash and they don't look obvious, like they blend with your, they will blend with your false lash. Okay, I'll be right back with my lashes on, and we're gonna get ready to complete this look. It's coming out really nice. How do you like these colors? Really pretty. Okay, I got my foundation on with, no, I got my lashes on. I'm gonna put my foundation on. Okay, so I got my little, I always like to put it on with a blending beauty blender. And, you know, this is the It Cosmetics with moisturizer. and it never ceases to amaze me. I always like a foundation with a pink hue to it. And that's because I have pink hues to my skin tone, pink. So I always want one that comes out kind of pink. And what surprised me so much about this one is it comes out really yellow and gray. You see how yellow and gray it looks? But the finished product is amazingly the match to my skin. I don't know how they do that. Whatever chemicals they used, it just amazes me like modern science now. Look how we had this terrible illness come up to us, this COVID, and scientists within, well, our first case I think was in January. That was officially the first case in January of 2020, and now we're in December of 2020. In less than 1 year, they have devised a vaccine that you can take 2 doses of, and you will have immunity to this horrible illness that's killing people, killing them every day. We have so many deaths, and it's just such a cruel and horrible way to die because, number one, you're going to die with your nurse or doctor present or by yourself because you can't have your family there because they could get it and they would be next. So it's a very, very horrible way to die, I would think. And just thinking about it makes me really sad to think that so many people have passed on from this, and innocent people that are just going about life and they catch this COVID and it overwhelms their system and they die. I think that is so sad because modern science and modern medicine has gotten rid of basically measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, polio. They've gotten rid of all those illnesses. Leprosy, I don't think they've gotten, they have a cure for. I don't think they have a cure for leprosy. That one remains. But imagine they have cures for most of these illnesses that you could get and antibiotics to fight. And they have not so much a cure for AIDS. I guess you could call it a cure for AIDS. I'm not sure how they consider that, but they conquered AIDS. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our L'Oreal concealer, and we're just going to do this on my lower lash here, right here. And let's see, I think for this one I am going to look and get a little bit smaller beauty blender. Sometimes I go in and use my finger also so that you don't hurt your eye. Okay, and then you can just in strokes push it up into the lower lash. Just push it up and then pat it in easily and nicely. And you see how nice that goes in? That's a very light concealer, but you can still see I have a little under eye darkness right in the first half. So I'm going to take out my Shape Tape concealer and just dab a little bit on either side. And it doesn't take a lot with the Shape Tape because you're going to see as I move it with the little sponge, you're going to see how much depth it has and how much power it has. It really does cover a lot of grayness or darkness. It really does, with just one little drop. It's a great product. There we go. And the reason I used the L'Oreal first was because I thought that the highlighting would make it lighter, but not so. It appears that the Shape Tape is the one that you need for that. So this is going to have to dry a little bit, dry down a little bit. You can see it's still a little bit wet. So while that's drying down, let's get my Yensa bronzer out. And this is it. It's a cream bronzer. I am just really enjoying it and loving it. It's a great cream bronzer. Oh, sorry, I have my lid on. Let me show you again. There it is. Okay. Look, I'm putting a dent in it already. So I take my brush and I just rub it around like that. And I go just like this. And I just love the effect of the brown color it has. It has the most beautiful brown color that goes into my skin. And I just love that look. It looks so natural and pretty. And it just lights up everything that the foundation has just kind of dulled out in one color. It adds the color back into your cheeks here and into your face. And I just love it. Now, I have another bronzer that I want to show you that I got from Morphe because I was watching Jaclyn Hill the other day, and she had just put out a video maybe a month or so ago, or recently. So it was kind of a recent video. And what she had is a brand new bronzer that it's new to me. It's new to me. I've never used it. It's called the Glam Bronze by Morphe. And she even told me to get the color Madagascar. M-E-T. Madagascar. So I got that color just because she has fair skin. Oh, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the same bronzing brush. Let's see how we do when we go in. Oh, you can see when you put the brush in, you get some powder. Tap it off. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a little dark for me, but I'm kind of liking it. And what I'm going to do is to lighten it a little bit. I'll just add some of my concealer right here if I need to take down the color a little bit. Oh, that's so pretty. It's not going in exactly the way I want because my bronzer, my cream bronzer, is still a little wet. Oh wow, look at that color payout on that bronzer. Whoa, that's amazing. So what as you can see, I have a bit too much on, and it probably does look funny, but I have a solution. If this happens to you at home, don't worry if you get too much bronzer on. I have a solution for you. Just take a little bit of this and just take a little bit off right there. Now, that bronzer does work really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in with my Shape Tape, and I am going to dab a spot there and a spot there, and I'm going to take my little sponge and I'm just going to add a little more beige right here. See, you could do this at home if this happens to you too. If you get a little bit too much bronzer, just go in with your Shape Tape and you can fix it just like that. But I'm going to leave the rest like that because, wow, I love this bronzing look. It is just beautiful. Now, I think what I'd like to do for my cheeks, for my blush is, I want to add a kind of a darker color blush, and I found it in this palette by Pretty Vulgar, and I'm going to use this darker color right here, and that's because I have a really dark color in my bronzer that I want to just combine the two. Oh, that's really pretty. It's a little bit of a darker shade, and it gives me kind of a tan look in the midwinter, so that's not bad. I'm getting a bit of a tan look in the middle of winter here, and that's not bad at all. I kind of like it. What do you think? I think it looks pretty nice. All right, I'm loving that look. That looks nice. Now, as far as a highlighter, It has like this goldish highlighter. Just gonna add a little bit right there. And go over here, and I like the highlighter to just blend in right here and on the top of my cheekbones. And then down here, I love this blush. Oh my goodness. Everything about this Pretty Vulgar look is really nice. And I love the bronzer that I tried. Now, I'm liking this look better as we go. So, also, what I wanted to show you was I got a new lippy, and it's a kind of a brown color. Let's see how it will look on me. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving this color with it. And this is a beautiful lipstick that I got called Isla, and it came in my Boxy Premium. Okay, now let's go with the blue, and let's just go back in. Watch your eyelashes, that you don't get it on them, and just go in, and I'm just gonna highlight this blue just a little more, and I'm gonna go under the eye, and I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna wing it. And I got a little oops right here, but I'm gonna show you how you can fix a little oops. Just take again your little, there we go, goes right up. Okay, now let's shake up our bottle a little more, and we'll do our other eye. And I'm really happy about the way that this came out. I think it came out really very pretty. Alright, just deepening up that little wing there. And then over here, I'll deepen up the wing over here. Need a little more paint on there. But yeah, this is my color from Wet n Wild. I love this liquid eyeliner from Wet n Wild. It's not expensive. It's like $3 to $5, somewhere in there. And it's by the eyeliners, and it comes in a box, and it shows you the color on the box, and you can see it. It's in with the Wet n Wild products, and I have found this eyeliner to be really good with my skin tones and my colors. So I think I'm gonna leave my you know, in the beginning, as I told you, I used my Yensa bronzer back here to shade my eye look. I think I'm going to leave that alone. I like the way it came out. I really like the way that came out. So if you don't want to use, if you're older like myself and you don't want to use powder up here, and you're going to shade your eyes just a little darker brown, try that. That worked really good for me. I got some things coming to help me do makeup a little bit better, I'm hoping. I've got a eyebrow pen from MAC coming, so I can do my brows a little better. And we'll see how that works. What do you guys think about this color palette, huh? Isn't it just amazingly pretty? I'm glad I wore gray, because those two colors really come in good with the gray. And I think that will probably do it pretty good. I'm going to show you one more time. It is the Eloise the Queen palette, and the colors that I used are so beautiful. They came out so nice. I used this pink on the inner corner, just going back and doing a little dab right there, and a little dab right here to show you how it went in. Then I'm just going to brush some of that off and go over to this teal turquoise. Oh, this would be a nice all over lid color in itself. And I'm just adding a little more, and it's just giving it a little more depth. Really, really pretty color. Really, really pretty. And these shades, they work really nicely. They perform really nicely. I think this palette is, this is my second look. And look, I even have this hot pink I could try. Anyway, I'm rambling on too long, but I wanted to show you how great the makeup can come out and how easy you can put it on, maybe 30 minutes. Just sit down, have everything you need in front of you, and have your mirror there, and just start sitting down and start with your brows, your concealer, your brows, then do your eye look and then your foundation. And you can have a makeup look that looks really nice and almost professional, because I've gone places and people ask me, who did my makeup? That's a compliment, right? Okay, everybody, I'm so glad you tuned in today. I love having you come and watch my channel. And we gotta laugh a little bit, because these times are hard for so many people. So if I can incorporate a little bit of jolliness and happiness in anybody's day, it makes me happy. So this is Mary saying, I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you come back for my next video. And if you want, in the comments, you can put a color you want me to try, okay? And I'll try to do it. All right, so I'm gonna see you in my next video. Be sure to come back now, okay?